All right, y'all, so I've gone through damn near every single video, and creators, they're pretty much saying the same thing about NBA 2K26. The fun is back. There's better ways to shoot. There's more explosive dribbling, and meter dunks for taller players, damn near OP. But there's a big question. The game that them folks played at Community Day, is that gonna be the same game that 2K players are gonna be playing on release day? Unfortunately, 2K has a history of pulling a switcheroo, giving Community Day players one game. They then go and create content hyping up the 2K community about what they experienced at Community Day, and then 2K switches everything and releases damn near a whole different game on release day. By the end of this video, we're not gonna have an exact definitive answer on whether or not 2K is gonna yet again pull another switcheroo, but we should be able to make an educated guess on what we could expect on release day. We're also going to talk about a ton of new features that are coming for 2K26. If any of you guys are new here, you want to stay up to date with the latest information on the new game, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's get to the video.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
Moving, look at Curry. Bah, 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 bah. Snatch, woo!
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As I said in the beginning of the video, I've been watching damn near everything released by creators that went to Community Day.
First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players, and in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. And obviously I know a lot of people from my channel are gonna be like, bro, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference between 2K25 and 2K26. And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really chain stuff together. People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt much more dynamic, and you had more burst, you had more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get, but it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like, this feels a lot more enjoyable than what I was doing the last 12 months on 2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out. So hopefully that's not the case this year. Hopefully all this stuff people are finding in ways to burst and be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Saying the game is better than 25 is not saying enough. JOEKNOWS saying that the game is much better than 25. That's huge coming from one of the most dominant players on NBA 2K25. Salute to Joe and the Black Market team, because them boys, they done changed the game up, changed the way players were even approaching the game. And if you guys are looking to build a team, get chemistry with some players out there, I recommend you join our Discord. Over 33,000 members, you guys are sure to find players to run with. We also created a ranked gameplay program within our Discord. You guys are welcome to join by subscribing to our Discord. Everyone is welcome. The link to the AllCity 2K Discord will be in the description below. Now, Joe, he ended up having a one-on-one interview with 2K gameplay director Mike Wang, and he did a great job, and he asked some really tough questions, and Mike Wang, he had some really good answers. Again, if you guys want to see the full video, the link will be in the description below.
Let's get right into it. One of the biggest talking points from last year's game, the RNG and shooting. What can you tell us about shooting this year, and can you compare it to a past 2K?
Okay, so we talked about this online a little bit. There's no RNG in shooting. I'm gonna say that with an exception. There's RNG still in like those quick heaves that you get at the ends of buzzers, buzzer beaters, and like half court, full court heave. Still gonna use the dice roll. But everything else is straight green windows, pure green windows. They scale based on attributes and coverage and all of the badges and everything. But those windows, once they're set by those things, if you can time your shot in those windows, you will hit the shot.
You can shoot 100%.
You can shoot 100%. Compared to past 2Ks, that one's hard to answer because we really have never done this before. The closest was probably 24. 24, we had a pure green window, a little bit larger one, but that one even had RNG on the edges. So what happened there is like, it was a really, really tight window that most people probably couldn't hit consistently. And then that would bleed out to like, 0% chance on the edges. So we still used a dice roll to keep the numbers like, so people wouldn't go like, over 10. They would at least hit some shots if they were kind of sloppy on their timing.
Right, like a more skilled base 2K24 shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are crazy good at shot timing, you're going to take good shots, you're going to destroy people.
You're going to separate yourselves from other players.
Absolutely. One of the reasons why we felt we could go this way is because defense is stronger. So contests, they're powerful. If you can get a hand up, and I watch you guys play a lot. I know you guys are really good at doing this. So you know when to jump, you know when to stay down, you know when to be in hands up. People who master that, they're going to be able to ding these shooters hard enough where it's going to be such a hard window to hit that consistently at least, that you're going to keep the percentages down. So I'm not too worried because at least all the play tests we've been having, we're getting good numbers.
If you were to freeze frame it at the point of the release, it's actually...
You can kind of see why the game is saying this is not a heavily contested shot. Even though to your eyes, in real time, in the heat of battle, it might look contested. Just one of the things I'll say from the outset is one of the goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird, but we wanted every play style to be OP. It sucks when there's one dominant play style or two dominant play styles. We wanted it to be like if you created a slasher and even a layup slasher, like really, really specific thing. You want to be a guy who just finishes like Kyrie, that you can do that and you can be effective and you can like kill people with that.
Yeah.
But if you were like, some glass cleaning interior defensive guy, and if you invest everything in that and you get good at that, you can just, stop everything in the paint.
If everything's OP, then it's kind of just like pick what you want to be.
Yeah, pick what you want to be.
When it comes to dribbling in 2K26, what was your vision? What did you see and what did you want to execute? And are we going to see big builds being explosive and popping off the dribble like LeBron and Durant and all the taller players in real life?
The goal for dribbling at a high level was to make it more explosive. Let players branch and chain moves together more readily, more freely. Have moves generally be more explosive, both launching out of them and just chaining between moves. And then just putting a lot of different combos in that haven't been in the game for a while or never have been in the game.
Right.
So that's exciting to me always, working on the dribbler. It's just like, what can I Easter egg into this thing? Not tell anybody about. It's not in 2K, learn 2K. You just
See
gotta
how
go.
long it takes them to find it?
Yeah, gotta wait till Steezo's video comes out, or you gotta like get in the lab and you gotta just cook. So, discoverability to me is like one thing that I'm excited about for dribbling. And I think people are gonna find like their dribble style and all the moves that you can set up with your guy and find the right combo that you're good at and get in their bag.
Mike Wang yet again doubling down on pure green windows for NBA 2K26. Pure green windows in a way that 2K players have never experienced in any 2K and 2K history. But I think some of you guys watching may have a misconception on what pure green windows mean in an NBA 2K game. Keep in mind that the size of your green window is affected by your attributes, the badges you have equipped, shot selection, and defensive contests. All of these factors can either increase or decrease the size of your green window. But as you guys heard Mike Wang say, skilled players will be out there shooting consistently. Players who hit the lab, practice, and through repetition, they're able to add their jump shot timing to muscle memory. Like JOEKNOWS said, consider it something like a more skill-based 2K24 type shooting. And considering that defensive contests affect the size of your green window when taking a shot, Mike Wang mentioned that defense and defensive contests are powerful this year for 26. And if defensive contests are powerful, this means if you have poor shot selection and you're trying to shoot in a defender's grill, then you're going to be shooting with a really small green window. But I love the sound of that, bringing it back to skill. As Mike Wang said, their goal was for every play style to be overpowered, and you pretty much select what you want out there. As you guys have probably seen from a bunch of creators, dribbling looks fantastic. The joint just looks amazing. You're able to branch moves together in ways that some of you guys probably never experienced. The fluidity and creativity in dribbling is back for 2K26, but I know one creator, I think it was Koza, who mentioned that with the animations he had equipped on his NBA player while he was practicing, there was still instances where you kind of got stalls in animations. And that could be mainly attributed to the type of animations that are equipped on these NBA players. When you customize your animations, you'll begin to see more fluidity in the transitions of your dribble animations. Now, Mike Wang mentioned Easter eggs In NBA 2K26, I'm curious to see which one of you guys are gonna find the first of the Easter eggs that Mike Wang put in the game. All in all, while taking in all the information that I've gathered from a bunch of 2K creators, by the way, they've been doing great work. If I was to make an educated guess on NBA 2K26, considering the increase in game speed, I'd say we're looking forward to one of the best 2Ks released. Something that's a lot different from what we've experienced over the last few years. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments section below. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.